Leaving my wife who has mental illness. I have stayed by my wife's side for over 20 years. I never cheated, I cooked, I cleaned, raised the kids, 12F, 14F, and earned the money to keep us going. My wife has severe depression, finally diagnosed 10 years ago, and treated with antidepressants and a psychologist. There are also further complications, with hormones imbalance and thyroid issues just to tie things up. During this time I have kept taking her on dates where she does not talk, invited her best friends over for dinner once a month to make sure she doesn't lose track of her group, and been closed to her two sisters. We have no intimacy, dead bedroom. But also no discussions beyond the practical. She can't think, so struggle to make plans. During this time she has kept her illness a secret from everyone but me and the girls. We three know about the ghost, who lives with us, but she can put a smiling face for others when we are out. It usually sucks the energy out of her and she is worse after with us. She works 4 days a week, and there again manages to fool others. She's seen as an introvert but no one suspects or says anything. 3 months ago I was done and asked for 5 minutes to talk about my load. She told me to wait, she was tired. I asked again once a week. She never had 5 minutes for me. A month ago she had to go to hospital because the depression was settling in too much. Voluntary admission. The doc said she needed at least 4 weeks. She had a weekend away with friends in the middle and freaked out about telling them, so discharged herself. She had the weekend, her friends told me they had fun, but she never mentioned the problem. So here I am maxed out on chores, no emotional support, no intimacy, the go-to-fixer for all the kids' problem. And I cracked. I broke up, got a place to spend the night, still need to be at home during the day to keep the house going. Her family has been extremely supportive of me. Friends are coming from everywhere to help me, and that radical move prompted her to go back to hospital. Although it's been 4 days and she already talks about coming back next week. I'm therefore back in the house with my girls and 3 of us are doing okay. I am spent, I have no more time to give, no more love to give. If anyone has any tip, advice, stern condemnation, or words of support, I'm all ears. I don't think you should move out of home. You are the homemaker, so you should stay and look after the kids. Your wife needs to move out and make her own way in the world. You've all shielded her for far too long, so she needs to get serious about her mental health and stay in hospital until she is well. You and your girls deserve to have a settled life. Tell her she's not welcome if she wants to come home next week. You've done more than just your deed op. You did great, I'm sure your kids will be forever grateful. I'm wishing for the best for you. I hope you live the life you deserve to live. I hope your daughters can understand. I hope if you take as long as needed to recover from all you have done. Good luck and much love your way. Yay, she needs to move out and leave you to raise the kids. I'll just echo what everyone else is saying, you've gone through a lot. So I just wish you the best. And look toward the future. Probably an unpopular opinion, but I don't blame you for leaving. Her being depressed at home, but acting normal around others. Almost sounds like a fake depression. Fake may be the wrong word. Sounds like she doesn't want to put any effort into her family and the relationship, but for others she's fine with. There's no reason for her to put forth effort because she knows you'll pick up the slack. I may be wrong, but I've been through a similar experience. Most likely she gets depressed because she doesn't want to be a mom or a wife. She doesn't want those responsibilities and expectations. She's not bringing any attention to it outside of the household, because she doesn't want any attention on you. She's probably borderline narcissistic, conceited. You've done so much already. You are super dad. I hope you're able to now focus on yourself and your girls. You have to leave. And take your kids with you. You tried. That's all someone could do. Go give yourself and your kids the life you all want and deserve. Guy cancelled date last minute, no text or reasoning. Sent an embarrassing text. Hi all. I, 24 female, got out of a relationship a couple of months ago and am starting back into the dating world, struggling. I messaged this guy on Instagram I had been following and asked him on a date. He agreed and sent some flirty messages. We've been texting on and off all week. Our date was for yesterday night. We confirmed the night prior, just not on a time. I sent sorta a weird text while drinking that night and am so embarrassed. He sent me a picture of pistachios and I responded, wow, I miss pistachios, what a nut. Lol, I cringed when looking back, but whatever, what can you do? But alas, no response. So I texted him next day mid-afternoon saying, so sorry, can't believe I said that. Closer to 6 comes around, well, can we reschedule? Sure, did something happen? No response. Nothing today either. I dunno, he was really cute and I was looking forward to the outing. Is this personal? Is it about the pistachios? Do I follow up or leave it? Thanks. I think your message was pretty funny. It was a pun. Maybe he's a little busy, but if his reason is the text, ew, he's no fun lol. Reads through post. Wow, what a nut. I don't think that was a bad text, cheesy sure, but everyone likes a little cheese now and then. Maybe he just got cold feet, hard to say. Wow, I miss pistachios, what a nut. This is hilarious. I thought you were going to say you sent something sexual. This is about as innocuous as a drunk text can get. If he truly ghosted you over this, then honestly he probably wasn't that interested in the first place. Disappearing with no explanation is a dick move. But it could have been anything really. That's the sucky thing about ghosting, you'll never know exactly what the reason was for it. I can't imagine someone who was really keen to go out with you suddenly doing a 180 because of the text you sent. If he'd cancel over a text like that, he isn't worth it. It sounded fine, you didn't do anything wrong. He could have gotten busy, follow up during the week. He was the one who sent a random picture of pistachios lol, what were you supposed to say? That text is adorable. If he doesn't like it then he's the nut. If he ghosted on that then his loss. I'd leave it be. You already sent a few texts over 2 days. People have their phones on them 24/7. Think about if a rondo guy kept messaging you. Most women would be creep. Block. There is this really crappy thing some people do when they treat their dating like college admissions. They have their backup date, but they are trying to set up something with their first choice. Don't take it personal. Don't take the whole thing personal. Also, when did IG become a dating site? This is the second IG date story I have heard in 2 days. My ex wants her sister to date her new partner. Background: me and my ex separated because she cheated on me. My ex is now in a polygamous relationship. We have a son together and I'm still involved in her sister's lives as they often visit my son. Today my former sister, son's auntie, came to me crying and told me that my ex told her that her new partner had a crush on her and she was being pushed to accept it. She told me that they just assumed she would be okay dating her sister's boyfriend. So now she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't want to date him but doesn't want to ruin her relationship with her sister. I have feelings about this, mainly about it being gross, but I feel I can't be as objective as normal. So how can I help my son's auntie tell my ex and her partner she doesn't want to get into a relationship with him? Your ex is disgusting. Tell her sister she should keep saying no to her sister. What in the incest fuckery is this? Even removing the fact that they're related, forcing someone into a relationship is a crime. I'm not interested in being part of a polygamous relationship, especially one that involves incest. Plain and simple, and if your ex or her boyfriend has a problem with that, they can simply ask someone else. If they don't see that as an option and try to force it, someone should call the cops. Update time. I spoke more to the auntie and she got my help so she could go and tell them both no. She told me he had already started sending her messages asking if he could arrange to catch up with her. I wanted to support her and she didn't have anyone else. So we talked to the both of them. My son stayed home with my partner. So the auntie said she didn't like it and it made her feel uncomfortable and she wanted it to stop immediately. I'm super proud of her. The boyfriend said okay, but you could tell he wasn't happy, then let slip that yes, he had a crush. It was my ex who was trying to force him to take action. He explained that if it went ahead it wouldn't be a sexual relationship, just an emotional one, with butt touching, hugs and minimal physical stuff. The auntie asked my ex. One degenerate thing leads to worse degenerate things. WTF did I just read? Is this real life? She has every right in the world to say no. Your ex and her boyfriend are violating so many accepted norms in poly and open relationships by pushing it. To me this sounds like your partner is attempting to traffic her own sister to her BF. This is not normal and I would definitely look into full custody, because what if she decides that fate for your child? 24M. I'm almost sure my girlfriend, 25F, of 1.3 years poked holes on a condom. Last week, my girlfriend and I were having sex. We always do it on her house, and we store the condoms on a drawer. Mind you, she always give me the condom in the wrapper, but this time, she gave me just the condom itself, not the wrapper. As I finished having sex with her, she notices the condom leaking sperm, which meant it was broken, so I started freaking out, and suggested a Plan B pill, which she agreed to. So we go to the pharmacy, purchase the oil and she drank it, no problems there. Fast forward to today. I was gonna store a new batch of condoms on the drawer and I found the old wrapper from last week, punctured and full of holes. Like 10–15 holes. As I confront her about it, she tells me it must have been a roach that made the damage, because it's not the first time a roach gets on that drawer. Now I don't know what to do. She looked very confident and I didn't notice she was lying. She also was the one that noticed the condom leaking in the first place and told me, and she also agreed to taking the pill. Am I being delusional by thinking it's a huge red flag worthy of a breakup? BTW, she has always wanted kids and I don't want to have one yet. Too long did not read. Found condom wrapper with multiple punctures. Girlfriend says it wasn't her. Stop having sex with her. Full stop. Otherwise you're going to end up with a kid. Danger, danger, run. Unless you had food inside the condom wrapper, a roach is not going to have a reason to chew through it. You know what happened here. Don't you ever have sex with her again unless you are the one grabbing the condom fully wrapped without any damage. Even if you need to bring your own. If she ends up making a big deal about it, then you have your answer. She agreed to take the pill. Did you see her? She's clearly trying to trap you. Roaches don't make pinprick holes like needles. Her telling you about the leak. That is the only reason I haven't said leave her. It does seem pretty suspicious that she didn't hand you the wrapper when it had holes in it. Did she use a bathroom shortly after taking the Plan B pill? The Plan B stuff is no joke and can mess up hormones and stuff for a while. As a woman, I would absolutely not take this unless I was sure there was an issue and that I was at a high-risk time in my cycle. So the fact that she took it makes me feel like she's being honest. Although the holes in the wrapper are definitely suspicious. Is there anyone else who would have access and do this? Also, I am very concerned about the roaches that go on that drawer. NBD. Yikes. Tears of joy. What, is this roach she's talking about carrying a switchblade? How the hell does a roach cause holes in a condom? Bro, run away as fast as humanly possible. I feel like she would have tried to hide or deflect if she did this purposefully. Why point it out immediately and then take Plan B if her plan was to get pregnant? Makes no sense. That being said, I'd get new condoms, I'd open it and check it out yourself before use, and I would have an open and honest conversation about it with her. Also maybe pull out 2 for a while so she gets how serious you are about this. She will either be on the same page or you'll get a vibe and then you know what to do.